I just figured something out. This could make all the difference in your life. We talk about the economy. And, when we say the economy, we're usually talking about the national economy, the entire United States. It's a big place, and there are lots of people involved. Folks like you and me don't have any direct effect in that. And we usually end up suffering or feel the consequences of the larger U.S. economy. But then I realized, well, there's a local economy. We live in the state has an economy, and the city that we live in, the metro area, that all has an economy too. But then I realized we all have our own personal economy. How much we make, how much we save, what we spend money on, what we can afford, and what we can't afford. We have all these different economies at work and sometimes sort of competing with each other. And they have to be in sync for us to get what we want, what we need, what we're working for, what we want to have for our family. And if they're not in sync, it's just a lot of hurt and frustration. So I was thinking how things have changed. Things have changed a lot since the pandemic. It's almost like we're living in a different time. Well, it's a different time, of course, but we're almost like we're living in a different world. Things have changed, and the way we deal with things. And housing prices are a big part of that. So housing prices have increased hugely in some areas. They've like nearly doubled. They've gone up like $200,000 or $300,000. Places like Boise, Idaho in the last 5 years. You wouldn't figure Boise would be a place that would be almost as expensive as larger metro areas. Places like Asheville, North Carolina, great place to live. Austin, Texas has really skyrocketed. I bet your wages have not increased. Let's say wherever you live, think about the home prices, how they've risen. And maybe you're like a lot of people who have been saving up for a home to live in, a home you can call your own for your family, where you can settle down and build some equity for the future. Think about how that has gotten out of reach. Has your wages increased that much? No, they haven't. They're stagnant. Maybe they've even gone down, but they've certainly lagged any sort of increase in home prices or rents. And that means your dream of home ownership, or even just having a comfortable standard of living, whether you rent or whether you're thinking about buying a home or you have a home, think about how your standard of living has decreased lately. And that's what I mean. Your personal economy is not keeping pace with your local economy or the national economy. Here is my thought. You've got to move. You have to move to a place where you can get in sync again with the local economy, where you have a reasonable dream of having a place to live, your own home. Or at least if you're going to rent, you're going to have a comfortable standard of living where you're not getting the prices jacked all the time, $100, $200, $300, $400 a year increase in rent. What I'm proposing is look for another place to live. You're not going to, it'll still be in the US. You're not looking to move to the moon or something like that, but move to a different place in the United States that fits your occupation, your earning potential, or how much money you have. Move to another place that can fit that, so you're in sync with the local economy. Then, and only then, can you hope to have some comfort, some peace in having a place to live that you can feel good about. Imagine how it would be to come back home every night, to go to sleep knowing that you'll be able to afford your bills, maybe put something away for the future. That would be a great feeling. And here's the deal. There are places all over the US that are probably a lot more affordable and also great places to live than where you live today. Here's a shameless plug, Best Places. Best Places can help you do that. We have some great resources. We have a great team of people whose job it is to help you find that best place to live, check out our website, bestplaces.net. What we do is we highlight places that are still quality places to live, but they're a lot more affordable than you could imagine. We get emails from folks that we've worked with that have come to our site and gotten information that have helped them find a great place to live that said, Bert and your team, thanks so much. Thanks so much for helping me find another place that I didn't think existed that I could afford. I've got a house now. I never thought I could afford a house. I only had to move like maybe a few hundred miles away, 500 miles away, the next state. It's a great place to live, and I'm enjoying my life so much more. Thank you. When we get emails like that, it makes our day, because that's really what we hope to do, is hope folks like yourself and like other people to find a great place to live. What you need to do is look around, widen your search, because I bet your wages, your occupation are not keeping up with the rents and the home prices you see in your area. And if you still have that dream of affording your own place, of living comfortably, if you still have that dream, there's another place for you. And you know what? There are people like you. There are people that you'll want to meet that do the things you like to do. It's a big country. And all over the US, there are people just like you, and you could be their neighbor. You still here? Yeah, me too. I'll be here. Check us out at bestplaces.net.